Good morning. Let us consider another standard case. A simply supported beam subjected to uniformly distributed load of intensity W per meter length throughout its length for this it is asked to find, it's asked to draw SFD and BMD, also find maximum bending moment. A simply supported beam subjected to uniformly distributed load of intensity W per meter length throughout its length. For this, it is asked to draw shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, also asked to find maximum bending moment. So, a simply supported beam means let us assume the length of the beam as L. It is supported at its ends, subjected to uniformly distributed load of intensity W per meter length. Let us mark the salient points. We can mark only two salient points at its ends. Therefore, RA is equal to reaction at A and RB is the reaction at B. So, let RA and RB be the support reactions at A and B respectively. For equilibrium, applying moment at an unknown point, applying sigma m about A is equal to 0. That is, here UDL, the point load of UDL will create a clockwise moment and this RB will create anti-clockwise moment. W into L, point load, into L by 2 minus RB into L, that is equal to 0. Therefore, RB is equal to WL divided by 2, and applying sigma V is equal to 0, that is RA minus W into L plus RB is equal to 0. Two reactions and one UDL. RA plus RB is equal to WL and RA is equal to WL minus WL by 2, that is equal to WL by 2. So, RA is equal to WL by 2 and RB is equal to WL by 2. So this is by applying equilibrium conditions and all we will get WL by 2 like that. But after solving so many problems, here onwards you should able to tell the support reaction just by observing the loading condition. If a simply support beam subjected to uniformly distributed load throughout, then reactions at the supports are always equal. That is equal to total load coming on the beam divided by 2, and it is the standard case. Now, shear force at A, comma FA is equal to WL by 2. You can draw the shear force diagram first and then you can mark the values. Draw reference line, go up vertically. I am limiting my explanation because we have solved already different problems, so that we can go faster. So if you convert the UDL to point load W into L, WL, we had gone up by WL by 2, come down by WL, means it will cross the reference line. Even of course it will cross the reference line exactly at the midpoint, and below that line it is again WL by 2, and there is a reaction at B join with the reference line, positive, negative. So by symmetry one can easily say that it is shear force diagram changed its sign from positive to negative at the mid span, means at a span L by 2 from either end. Now shear force at A, FA is equal to WL by 2. Next F, let us consider this point as a C. FC is equal to 0 and FB is equal to minus WL by 2. Now take bending moment. As usual, bending moment at point A, bending moment at A, comma MA, by considering to the left hand side, no forces, no bending moment. Next, bending moment at C, MC, by considering to the left hand side. So in previous cases, wherever shear force diagram changes its sign from positive to negative, if it is changing at an unknown point, that point we used to locate from the nearby point or support. But because of symmetry here, one can easily say that it will exactly change its sign from positive to negative at the center. So that no need of again calculating this value, directly you can take it as L by 2. MC is equal to, the support reaction will create clockwise movement WL by 2 into L by 2 minus W into L by 2 uniformly distributed load into L by 2, this is point load, into L by 2 by 2. Solving this you will get WL square by 8. Next, bending moment at point B is equal to 0. Let us draw the bending moment diagram. Bending moment at point A 0, bending moment at point B 0, and bending moment at point C is WL square by 8. So beam is subjected to uniformly distributed load, hence the bending moment diagram is a parabola throughout. So like this we can draw SFD and BMD, and we can observe here the maximum bending moment occurs at point C, and it is asked to find the maximum bending moment. Even otherwise also, simply if you draw bending moment diagram and shear force diagram, it is whatever the value will obtain at the middle, that will be the maximum bending moment. Therefore, maximum bending moment is equal to MC, that is equal to WL square by 8. So here onwards you can use this relation whenever you come across a simply supported beam subjected to uniformly distributed load throughout. To calculate maximum bending moment, directly you can use this expression WL square by 8. Now let us consider the another type of beam. So predominantly we consider simply supported beam and overhanging beam. We also come across the another type of beam is known as a cantilever beam. When simply supported beam subjected to load or combination of load, the beam will bend predominantly in the downward direction. When overhanging beam subjected to combination of loads, we can we have seen that it is beam will bend in the downward direction as well as in the upward direction. So we have seen both the combination of both downward bending and upward bending. As a result, we got both sagging bending moment and hogging bending moment. So in majority of the problem, we are come across the positive bending moment and negative bending moment. Positive bending moment says shows that it is sagging, and negative bending moment it is hogging. In the case of cantilever, we know that it is a cantilever beam is a beam which is fixed at one end and free at the other end. Irrespective of the type of loads, it may be a uniformly distributed load or a point load, or it is a triangular load like this. Always the loads acting on the beam will try to bend the beam in the upward direction. Here it is, since this is a fixity, because of the supplied loads, it may be a combination of all the loads or maybe a single load. The applied loads will try to bend the beam in the upward direction. The same case happen here. When the cantilever subjected to loads, the beam predominantly bend in the upward direction. That upward bending is known as hogging. Again, it is true, even if a cantilever beam is subjected to load somewhere at the middle or very close to the fixity, even then the beam will bend in the upward direction. So irrespective of the point of application of load, always the beam will bend in the upward direction, creating the hogging bending moment. Now let us consider a simple numerical problem on cantilever. Whatever the procedure we adopted there in previous problems, here also we apply the same concept and procedure, except that here the calculation of reaction is easy at the fixed end when compared to the previous problem, as in case of simply supported beam and overhanging beam. Now let us consider a simple numerical problem. For a cantilever beam subjected to loading shown in figure, obtain SFD and BMD marking the salient values. Consider a cantilever beam let this cantilever beam is subjected to a point load of magnitude 4 kilonewton at a distance 2 meter from left fixed end. It is also subjected to uniformly distributed load of intensity (2 kilonewton per meter) over a length of 2 meter, and it is subjected to a point load of 1 kilonewton at its right hand free end. It is required to draw shear force and bending moment diagram for this loading condition. In the previous cases of simply supported beam and overhanging beam, first we used to state the support reactions, and by applying the convenient equilibrium conditions, we used to obtain or we used to calculate support reactions. Of course, as we already know that in the case of cantilever at the fixed end, there are two reactions, namely the horizontal reaction and a vertical reaction. As again we already discussed that horizontal forces and force components are nothing to do with the shear force and bending moment, and we are not considering horizontal forces, we consider only vertical forces or force components. Now, in this problem also, in case of cantilevers, we consider only vertical the force or reaction, and that vertical reaction to be calculated. To calculate vertical reaction at the fixed support, we consider the load coming on the beam. So, if you sum the load coming on the beam or acting on the beam, we will get the reaction at the support. So, after understanding this loading diagram, again let us mark the salient points A, B, C, D, E. Now, let us mark the reaction at A, RA. Solution. State the reaction. Let RA be the reaction, you can say reaction at the fixed support A. Therefore, RA is equal to, again here to calculate RA we simply sum the loads acting on the beam. Summing means without considering sign convention, we are not considering any sign convention, simply keep on summing those. RA is equal to, it is 4, again 4, 8 plus 1, 9 kilonewton. So, we can mark RA is equal to 9 kilonewton. Now, to draw the shear force diagram, we proceed in the same manner what we did in the previous cases. Produce the salient points, draw the reference line, again proceed from left hand side, and move in the direction of forces following the variation of shear force for various loading condition. At point A there is a, of course I have shown your reaction little below this one for easy understanding. Even you can extend it, you can show here also. So go up by vertically 9 kilonewton, mark here 9 kilonewton. Between A and B no load, we know variation of shear force diagram is horizontal line 9 kilonewton. At point B there is a vertical load, come down by 4 kilonewton, 9 minus 4 it is 5 kilonewton. Next between B and C no load, here also it is 5 kilonewton horizontal. Between C and D there is a uniformly distributed load, convert UDL to a point load 2 into 2 4. To come down between C and D linearly by 4 kilonewton, come down linearly by 4 kilonewton. Here it is 5 minus 4 is 1 kilonewton. Between D and E no load, this is an horizontal line. At point E there is a point load acting in the downward direction, come down and join with the reference line. So shear force diagram above reference line positive, this is our shear force diagram. See how easy. Just after calculating the reaction, we can comfortably draw the shear force diagram. Again you can copy and write the shear force which we have marked on the shear force diagram. Shear force at A, comma FA is equal to 9 kilonewton, FB is equal to 9 kilonewton and 5 kilonewton, FC is equal to 5 kilonewton, FD 1 kilonewton and FE is equal to 1 kilonewton. Next, to draw bending moment diagram, we have to calculate bending moments at various salient points. Now we used to proceed from left hand side to right hand side for all the previous cases. Now in case of cantilever, for easy purpose we proceed from free end towards the fixed end by considering all the forces acting towards the right hand side. That is just to avoid the unnecessary complication because of the reactions and fixed end moment at the fixed end. So when we take origin as the free end, proceed from the free right hand side if it is the fixed end is left hand side. Suppose if the fixed end is to the right hand side, and proceed from the left hand side, vice versa. Bending moment at E, comma ME, by considering forces right hand side, it is 0, no forces, no bending moment. Next, bending moment at point D, MD, again by considering to the right hand side. To the right hand side, here with understandings we can write the bending moment. So far it is, if you consider the forces to right hand side and the force creating clockwise moment, we used to treat clockwise as negative. Here also we adopt the same sign convention with better understanding because we are almost in the end of this chapter. See here, because of this applied load, it will try to bend the beam in the upward direction. See here, this moment will act like this, clockwise moment will try to bend the beam in the upward direction. Hogging is negative. Minus 1 into 1 that is equal to 1 kilonewton meter. Next salient point is C. MC again by considering to the right hand side. Here a point load is there and UDL is there, and both are creating clockwise moment, minus 1 into 2 plus 1 3. Again this UDL creating clockwise moment, minus 2 into 2 into 2 by 2, that is equal to minus 7 kilonewton meter. Next, bending moment at point B, MB, consider all the forces to the right hand side. To the right side there are 3 of course, including this point, this 4 kilonewton. This is not creating any moment and we are not considering that one. We have to consider both this point load and UDL. Minus 1 into 4 minus 2 into 2 into 1 plus 2 by 2. 1 into 4, 2 into 2 point load multiplied by the distance, 1 plus 2 by 2 means you are measuring from here to avoid confusion again. 1 this plus 2 by 2 this value center. So 1 plus 2 by 2, that is equal to minus 12 kilonewton meter. Next, bending moment at A, again by considering forces to the right hand side, minus 1 into 6, again all forces are creating clockwise moment, all are negative, minus 2 into 2 point load of UDL into 3 plus 2 by 2. From here to here it is 3 meter, plus 2 by 2 means center, minus 4 into 2, that is equal to minus 30 kilonewton meter. Okay, let us draw the bending moment diagram. We got all the values, negative values. Predominantly in case of cantilever, we get all the bending moments are negative value. So while drawing reference line, we can draw this reference line close to the shear force diagram so that we can mark all the bending moment values below the reference line. Bending moment at E0, bending moment at D minus 1, next bending moment at C minus 7, next bending moment at B minus 12, and lastly bending moment at point A is 30 kilonewton meter. We know the variation of bending moment for various loading condition between E and D. Since we have started calculating bending moment from point E, let us start drawing bending moment diagram commencing from point E from the origin. E and D no load, it is a linear line, and between D and C there is a UDL, it is a parabola. And again between B and C there is no load, linear line, and A and B no load, it is a linear line. here at point A, as we already discussed that there are two reactions, namely vertical reaction and horizontal reaction. In addition to that, there is a fixed end moment. Always that fixed end moment acts in the opposite direction to the moment due to all the forces acting on the beam. So here we calculated, and the moment, all the moments is clockwise moment. So this is a clockwise moment. In fact, since we have considered forces on the right hand side, it is we have taken it as negative in case of bending moment. When it is a clockwise moment, at the fixed end moment there is a anti-clockwise moment. So if we consider again bending moment at point A, so it becomes 0. So we can consider that value also. If you consider fixed end moment after calculating bending moment at point A, so because of this fixed end moment and moment due to all this will be a clockwise, and here it is anti-clockwise, it will be 0. So it is 0. Then comfortably we can draw the complete the bending diagram. And also we know that there is a moment. Because of this moment, it is the variation of bending moment diagram is a vertical line. So we are not showing this in the beginning just to avoid the confusion. In the end, with this assumption, we can simply join from 30 kilonewton to 0. So this is the bending moment diagram. See here how easy it is solving cantilever problem. Generally we don't come across the point of contact flexure in case of a cantilever beam, and calculation of bending moment is also easy. Drawing shear force diagram is very much easy, and there is no much difficulty in calculating support reaction. We need only one vertical reaction at the fixed support, that is equal to the total load coming on the beam. So likewise we can solve any problem in cantilever beams. Let us consider another problem. Draw SFD and BMD for the beam loaded shown in figure. Again a cantilever, here all the segment measures 0.5 meter. Now this cantilever beam is subjected to uniformly distributed load of intensity 40 kilonewton per meter over a length of 0.5 meter. It is subjected to a clockwise moment of 20 kilonewton meter and a point load of 15 kilonewton. Of course, salient points are given A, B, C, D, E, F. Here there is no much difficulty in analyzing this the loaded beam. It is subjected to a uniformly distributed load, a moment and a point load. Let us quickly calculate the vertical reaction at the fixed support A, let it be RA. Directly we can write vertical reaction at the fixed end A, comma RA is equal to the total load coming on the beam, only loads. It is the 40 into 0.5 plus 15, that is equal to 35 kilonewton. Do not consider the moment. So vertical reaction at point A is equal to 35 kilonewton. After calculating reaction at the fixed support, we can draw the shear force diagram. For that, produce the salient points in the downward direction. Draw reference line. Proceed from left hand side. There is a reaction here of magnitude 35 kilonewton, go up vertically by 35 kilonewton. Between A and B, no load, horizontal line, 35 kilonewton. There is UDL between B and C, convert UDL to a point load, 40 into 0.5, 20, come down linearly by 20 kilonewton, 35 minus 20, it is 15 kilonewton. C and D, no load, 15 kilonewton. As we know that there is no change in shear force diagram for external moment. At point D also it is shear force is 15 kilonewton. Between D and D, no load, horizontal line, 15 kilonewton. At point E, there is a vertical load acting in downward direction, 15 kilonewton, come down and join with the reference line. And between E and F, there is no shear force, just if darken the, it is a zero shear force. Above reference line, it is positive shear force diagram. Just you can copy the shear force and the mark here. Directly we can calculate bending moments, and then you can draw the bending moment diagram. Bending moment proceed from the free end. Bending moment at F, comma MF, by considering forces to the right hand side, it is 0. Next, it is bending moment at E, ME is equal to 0. Of course, a point load is there, it will not create any moment, hence it is 0. Next, bending moment at D, MD, again by considering to the right hand side. So this will create a clockwise moment, minus 15 into 0.5 is equal to 7.5 kilonewton meter. At the external moment point, we need to calculate two bending moments. So this is without moment. Again at D, MD is equal to minus 7.5 minus 30, minus 20. A clockwise moment to the right hand side, clockwise also positive. That is equal to minus 27.5 kilometer. This is with the moment. Next, bending moment at point C, MC, considering to the right hand side, minus 15 into 1 minus 20, consider moment as it is, that is equal to minus 35 kilonewton meter. Next, bending moment at point B, MB is equal to minus 15 into 1.5. Next, minus 20, minus 40 into 0.5, 40 into 0.5, this is to convert UDL to point load, and the distance is 0.5 by 2, that is equal to minus 47.5 kilonewton meter. Lastly, bending moment at point A, MA is equal to minus 15 into 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 2 meter, minus 20, minus UDL, it is 40 into 0.5 into 0.5 plus 0.5 by 2. That is equal to minus 65 kilonewton meter. So, if you use this same moment and there will be opposing moment at the fixed end, another value will be 0, it is understood. Now, draw the bending moment diagram. Just bending moment at point F is 0, at E is also 0, at D it is minus 7.5 kilonewton meter, and 27.5 kilonewton meter, 27.5 kilonewton meter. At C it is minus 35 kilonewton meter. Next, at B minus 47.5 kilonewton meter. Lastly, at A it is minus 65 kilonewton meter. And another value is 0 by considering the fixed end moment. Now, knowing the variation of bending moment diagram for various loading condition, we can start drawing the lines. It is convenient to proceed from left hand side to join the lines. Between B and C, UDL is there, parabola, then C and D, a linear line, there is 2 bending moments, vertical line, and again between E and F the bending moment is 0. This is negative bending moment, BMD. Likewise, we can solve problems in cantilever. Problems are very easy. So, with this problem, let us stop, and we will meet the next classes for solving more number of problems.